What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin back here with another episode of me living in my van, traveling around the country. It's been a while. Maybe not for you, but for me it has been. I took about a week and a half off from filming and doing anything for YouTube. Kind of just got into a mode where I was like, I've got plans, I want to go tackle them, and the GoPro's staying behind. So that's what happened. Kind of fill you in. Went to Rocky Mtn National Park, spent a few days there. Hoping to spend longer there, but I kind of got chased out by some bad weather. So shot up into Wyoming and made it to the Teton sooner than I expected. So I've been here for 3 days now, but done a couple hikes, checked out the park. But yeah, figured, we're going on some bigger hikes in the preceding couple days, so we're going to take the camera along, take you guys with. So just wrapping up work here, packing up everything for the weekend, and we're going to head out to a trail. I have a couple in mind. We're just going to kind of feel out the parking situation because it is a Friday and it's beautiful out. We're gonna go out to String Lake first, go see how that parking lot is, and we'll play it by ear. So we'll see you guys soon. Alrighty, so we stay the night at Sprite Creek Dispersed Camping in the Teton National Forest, just outside of the national park. Really nice area. It's a gravel pit, super easy to get to. And we're right outside the park entrance, which is mega. But yeah, we're heading over to String Lake to go do the String Lake and Jenny Lake Trail. I mean, a nice solid hike after work on a Friday afternoon. The weather's turned around. It was raining earlier, so we're in some good shape. But yeah, we have about a 40-minute ride. I will see you guys at the trailhead. And now I can guarantee you guys won't be able to see this on the GoPro, but there's a herd of, I'd probably say, a little over 120 buffalo right out here in this field. They're usually here every afternoon. Really cool to just kind of stop and watch. Oh, we had a herd of buffalo and cars. Look at them. Look how beautiful these things are. There's a bunch of calves out there too. Look, you see the babies? So we're gonna get into the park, get down to String Lake, and then I'll see you guys on trail, hopefully. How's it going today?
Have a good day.
You as well. Whoa, this kind of blows. Gone through 3 parking lots now, and they're all full. Alrighty, so I found a dirt lot at the very end of the String Lake, Jenny Lake road loop thingy bob, whatever you want to call it. I think we walk down the street and then bang a Louie onto the Jenny Lake Trail. We can kind of go over to the Jenny Lake Visitor Center too and just continue on that way. So yeah, that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna park up here, leave the van here. It doesn't say no parking, it's a little dirt pullout, so we'll suit up the backpack, get a snack, get some water in there, bear spray, that's probably the most important thing, and you guys. And yeah, we'll go hit the trail. Also, Kevin, are you doing almost 8 miles in your Chacos? Well, you'd think so. But no, it's new boot goofing day. We ran into Jackson and bought 2 new trail runners. That's what I like to hike in, so we bought a pair of Hokas. And also we're gonna try some Ultras, and that's what I'm wearing right now. Wider toe box. I'm enjoying it so far. Oh, we made it. Scrumptious. scat. My one piece of advice: just past a group of people, not a single one of them had bear spray, and a bear was actually just up in the woods. And bring bear spray. It doesn't hurt just to buy it. It's like insurance if you think about it. 50-60 bucks, and you just have that extra set of precautions to potentially prevent yourself from getting attacked by a bear. So I don't know, take my advice with a grain of salt. It is your own opinion, but that's what I recommend. What a day. What a day. There's the ferry over there. So you can take the Jenny Lake shuttle, the ferry, across the lake, but that's not our mission. And this is the trail we're going on. I've noticed a lot of people go counterclockwise. I'm going clockwise on this trail. Also, Jenny Lake, there was a storm earlier that knocked out all the electric to Jenny Lake, so the bathrooms weren't open. So we had to walk like another half mile to a pit toilet and back. So taking a little bit longer than anticipated, but off we go. Our first wildlife. What up, little buddy? What a cutie. Just off the trail here. And you just enjoying a snack. Update. Halfway. Pretty sweet. So I decided to do Hidden Falls and Inspiration Point since it's right here. And we're feeling good. And those are the falls over there. Well, let's go up to Inspiration Point now. Maybe a little bit of a climb. So we got quite a bit of climb to go up to Inspiration Point here. I'm already getting pretty tired, but it'll be slow going, but we'll get there. Here's our second wildlife sighting. So I ain't zooming anymore. Just a deer bedded down. Yeah, this is where we are right now. Just shy of Inspiration Point. I think Cascade Canyon. Beautiful. Wow. This was worth it, you guys. What a stellar trail. And of course I have this camera on 0.5, so I really don't know how much justice it'll do. But look at this. How's it going?
Great, how are you doing?
Doing good, thanks. Enjoy. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty powerful down there. There's the boat launch. We're continuing around. Well, that's a zoo behind me. Probably, I would honestly estimate 250 people waiting for the ferry. That's too much for me. Plus you have to pay, so it's not worth it to me. I'm wiped out though, let me tell you. I am tired after doing Hidden Falls, Inspiration Point, a little bit of Cascade Canyon. I did hear there was a bear on trail earlier that may or may not have charged somebody. I don't know how much truth is in that. But with that being said, I'm going to probably put the camera away, hustle back for the next hour and a half, and have bear spray ready. But yeah, a couple people reported that about a mile up, that's where they saw the bear. Some people claim they saw it, others are like, yeah, right. So, see what happens. I mean, it would be cool to see it, just not get charged by it. What an incredible view. You know, not calling anybody, I understand taking the ferry. I'm sure you'll get a cool view too, but you gotta work for this one. Get the smells, the sights, the sounds. What an incredible day. Been seeing a lot of these white flowered bushes all over the trail, all over the hill. I believe those are raspberry bushes. I think so. Not entirely sure on the fauna, but I believe that's raspberries. Obviously not in bloom just yet. Well, the flowers are, but the fruit's not ready. But man, if anyone could tell me what these flowers are. These smell incredible. I really do love the smell of that. Personal opinion, I think that would make a fantastic candle. I wish you guys could smell this. But they've been all over the place and they smell wonderful. It's a pretty spot. What a beautiful day. Just wish I had a little bit more energy in me. Oh wow. Holy smokes. We're on the home stretch. Still very Texans. So this is always cool to see. This is actually where a bear comes, puts his hands and his claws and scrapes. So there's definitely a bear out here. Still haven't seen one, and honestly, I'm too tired to want to see one now. I just want to get back to the van and get more water in me. I am beat. This trail in the final stages has just annihilated me. I'm tired, people. I'm tired of walking. I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. Nice day, beautiful trail, beautiful hike. Just bit off a little bit more than I wanted to chew, which, is fine. But, yeah, I'm wiped. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm becoming delirious. No, I'm just kidding. But I am pretty tired. I'd like to be back to the van and not think about the next mile and a half I have left. But we're getting it done because we have to. Well, we're almost back. We found another little buddy. enjoying some grass in the afternoon. But we'll leave him be. We still have some ground to cover. Well, everyone, we're completely out of water. We got about a mile to go to the van. We're in the home stretch here, and we're being treated to some pretty epic views. Pretty cool. We were over there earlier. I think tomorrow we're gonna be taking it easy instead of doing another legit hike. So I'll see you guys back at the van. Man, that's a sight for sore eyes right there. The van. Well, we're back to the van. Like I said, it was like 14.1 miles total. So that was String Lake, Jenny Lake, Hidden Falls, Inspiration Point, and part of the way up Cascade Canyon and back. Beautiful hike. Don't know why though, but like towards the end, I started getting really tired and just exhausted. I kind of just got back to the van and just sat there, took my shoes off, threw on some Crocs, took my shirt off. I was just kind of catching my breath, taking a moment to relax, and all of a sudden I felt extremely sick, and I did get sick. I vomited, and it was like black, and it's kind of concerning because I know like blood is black, but it wasn't blood. But let me tell you, I felt like $1 million right after. So don't know why. I'm gonna keep an eye on things. I already feel better, but still slightly concerning. So thrown up a few times now, and it's all still black. And any sip of water, my stomach is just turning over. I'm pretty nauseous right now. The thing is, I'm not flushed. Well, maybe I kind of sort of am. That could just be from me hiking though, and just I'm not dehydrated. I had plenty of water for this hike. I mean, towards the end it would have been nice to have more water, but it's not like I was dehydrated. But called my sister who's a doctor and kind of did the old Google search just to make sure I'm not dying, but it actually could be internal bleeding. I guess it's kind of like whenever you have black throw up, it's kind of a telltale sign you should go to the ER. So yeah, I'm not usually one to go to emergency room, and I push off any illness or injury for too long, but this one just kind of has me nervous. So all the urgent cares are closed. There is an emergency room in Jackson, so I can't wait to pay an arm and a leg to get seen. But besides the point, we got to do what we got to do, and I think this might be the right idea, just to go be seen, and hopefully it's nothing. I really hope it's nothing, and I really hope it's not a trip ender, but we shall find out. Also, everyone's pulling over up here. Curious, what kind of wildlife is it? Is it a bear? It's a bear. I'm going there, I'm fighting the thing. So then I can say I got these injuries and illness from fighting a bear, not from just hiking, because that's not a cool story. This is unfortunately the end of the trip, so I feel horrible still. I really don't feel good. Tons of medicine that's supposed to stop the nausea, and it really hasn't helped. Yeah, from the sounds of it, from the doctors and the nurses, they recommend I go home, and that way I'm closer to my own doctors and stuff, so instead of in the middle of nowhere for another month and a half. But pretty disappointing after such a good hike, such a long day. Man, that's always a tough watch. A trip ender, and that's exactly what it was. Basically what happened is I formed ulcers, and I must have ruptured them when I was exerting myself on a 14-mile hike in the mountains. A little bit of internal bleeding, and the doctor's orders was to get home and be on bed rest for a few weeks. So that's exactly what I did. Like I said, ended the trip a little bit earlier than I anticipated, but I was supposed to be back home in August anyways for a bunch of weddings and other obligations. Not the end of the world. This is the end of this 2025 road trip series, but just you wait. Road Trip 2026 is knocking on your front door. That's right, in the next couple weeks we'll be releasing some of our new adventures for this year. So that's all we have for this one, and until next time, we'll see ya.